I've had tinnitus ever since 2015. It came up while I was in university, so busy, so a lot of stress, a lot of studies, partying, pretty, you know, high energy lifestyle. And in the beginning, it followed basically what was a period of continuous headaches for 8 months. So I had headaches, and during that period, I noticed I had tinnitus as well.
George, tell us about what did you use to improve along this journey?
I found out I actually have no hearing damage at all because I could hear all the way up to 20 kilohertz on the really low decibels on the chart. So then, having learned that, I followed the other advice on the videos, such as getting an OAN test, the the acoustic emissions tests, and kind of just being put more in the right direction of what was going on with my ears. And that's where I kind of learned all about somatic tinnitus. So somatic tinnitus caused by the muscles, by the neck, by the jaw. And also that's kind of when I decided to take a leap of faith, which I think was one of the best decisions I made, which was to get in touch with Treble Health instead of just watching their videos. I got in touch with Dr. Mark. He's been phenomenal.
Any advice, any other advice related to your specific journey for those who are here with us, who are looking for the proper treatment for tinnitus? But I think your case really highlights that is dependent upon a proper diagnosis as well.
Like in my experience, number one is the diagnosis, whether it's to be diagnosed with something or whether it's to have things ruled out, because that will solve a lot of your anxieties and any confusion in the beginning. Unfortunately for me, like my rule out moment, like where I ruled things out, came 8 years later. Everything was just in theory until then. But I can tell you, it's given me a lot of relief, and it's put me on the right path. And honestly, I feel like with my experiences with Dr. Mark on Treble Health, again, he was amazing. I would get in touch with Treble Health because they kept me on the right path, and they kind of clarified a lot of things, explained a lot of things patiently, and it's helped a lot with the recovery. General advice is look, I'm not going to say the forums and online Googling didn't benefit me. It did. It put me on the path of Treble Health. It put me on the path of somatic tinnitus. It gave me a better idea of what to pursue. But once you get what you need out of it, get off the forums, because those forums will keep you paranoid, keep you negative, keep you stressed. You're going to start looking at cases that basically have no similarity to you except for like the ringing, and you're going to apply that to you're not even going to apply that. You're going to project it or manifest it into your own story. Like, for example, like at some point I was afraid to chew crunchy food because I was afraid it was going to cause hearing loss. I started being afraid to leave the house. And I believe the previous guest, Tamara, a similar experience. I started being afraid of dishes falling. I started being afraid of going to restaurants, all these little things where realistically they weren't doing any harm to me. So again, for that specific area, get what you can out of the forums and then go to a more professional and advised route. The second piece of advice, which I feel like if I followed early on would have prevented a lot of grief for me, is try to find up-to-date and open-minded and understanding professionals. I saw a lot of dentists, a lot of audiologists, a lot of ENTs, a lot of other random doctors in the mix that left me hopeless because they basically told me there was nothing you can do about it. This is permanent. You have to deal with it. Or some of them even like put me on some medication, which thankfully I didn't take because it had nothing to do with my case. My feeling is if they were a doctor before you were born, maybe look for a fresher face. And fortunately, Treble Health and another clinic I saw in Dubai, Huri Clinic, they had pretty fresh faces. So yeah, try to find people who are up to date. And the third piece of advice, and this is mostly for tinnitus overall, try to look at the people around you, like the more positive stories, whether that's like the positive cases on the YouTube channel, whether it's relatives, and statistically, you're going to have relatives with tinnitus who have it and are like going on with their lives. Because sometimes I feel like when my tinnitus is affecting me really bad, I got to wonder, is it my tinnitus affecting me or is it my state of mind at the moment? Because I've had it for 8 years, and I can tell you for the majority of the 8 years, I was living a normal life, habituated life.
If you follow Treble Health and get value from these videos, I would highly recommend that you watch the full video from this clip right here, or subscribe to this clip's channel Every little bit counts, and your support means the world to me. This is Dr. Ben Thompson with Treble Health.